Hey guys, Adam Trigger, Wagertalk.com. Happy holidays. Hope everyone has a great Thanksgiving weekend. It's already Thanksgiving, week 12 in the NFL. The season continues to fly by, and this is going to be the week 12 finale, Monday Night Football, an NFC North matchup between the Vikings and the Bears. But first, I want to tell you about a promotion that we have going on at Wagertalk this week. There's no coupon needed. It's just 7 days of all access at a discounted price. What better time to try 7 days? We've got Feast Week in college hoops, a million college basketball games, college football and NFL playing all weekend long, day games, night games. It's just a great time to try a 7 day pass with just a multitude of games across all different sports. But the one we're going to talk about tonight is NFL. It's Monday Night Football. It's Vikings and Bears. And I've got to be honest, I thought, looking ahead, I thought for sure I'd be on the Bears here. I thought I was going to get a better spot. The Bears, I was kind of hoping they would get pounded by the Lions last week, of course, in Justin Fields' return. The Vikings, I was kind of hoping they would pull the upset out in Denver to create a little bit of a letdown spot, but neither of those things went my way. The Bears played a great game. They arguably should have won, and the Vikings get beat late by a point against Denver. So that didn't play out like I wanted it to. For the side, but I still think the Bears plus the points are probably the correct side in this game. I am, however, going to talk about the total as well. Probably like these equally, so we'll give out a side and a total here. Again, the Bears, they did play well last week, and I do tend to look at quarterbacks that return in that second to third week back. I think you finally get like usually what they're supposed to be. So that bodes well for the Bears as Fields is back, and I think the Bears are a far better team. I think everyone probably agrees with that. With Fields under center, I think the less impactful thing here would be Justin Jefferson returning. We don't know if that is 100% or not. But even if he did get back, I think he would probably make less of an impact on this game. Of course, he's been out for a while at this point. The Vikings have improved significantly since the beginning of the season. They are far better than I expected they would be with Josh Dobbs under center. But I don't love this matchup for Dobbs because I do think against the Bears, who sort of quietly have had a great run defense this year. I was really surprised when I kind of did my prep for this week, looking at this game, to learn just how good the Bears rate out run defense wise. Guess it's something that's just kind of flown under the radar a little bit. They're fantastic against the run. And so for Dobbs to really beat them, he's going to have to do it through the air because it just doesn't look like this Vikings team is going to be able to sort of run at will against what has been a very good Bears run defense. So that's sort of 1 point on the Bears side, but also maybe to scoring being at a premium, which has been the case in these primetime games. I mean, almost to the point where we've lost value for this game being on Monday night because the primetime under has become almost an auto bet of sorts for people. They continue to cash right up and through this last week, another one on Monday night in a game that looked like it would soar over between the Chiefs and the Eagles. No, another primetime under in that game as well. The Vikings, and the reason I probably won't get to the window for a client play on the Bears here is Fields has historically struggled against the blitz. And, I got to tip my cap to Brian Flores. I've talked about this a couple of times throughout the season. Going into the season, I thought the Vikings defense was horrible. I made a 5% play week 1 on the Bucs against the Vikings, which did win, mainly because I thought the Vikings defense was so bad. But Flores has completely sort of changed the Vikings defensive philosophy. He's essentially just all out blitzed to sort of offset the liabilities that they've had in their secondary. And I think that may make things difficult for Fields and the Bears offense because Fields has worse numbers against the blitz. And the Bears are more of a running offense. They prefer to run the ball, and it's hard to do that against the Vikings defense, which tends to be pretty good against the run. And generates pressure. So to beat the Vikings, you typically need to have a quarterback that's going to get rid of the ball quickly, that can, distribute the ball to his receivers, take advantage of the Vikings secondary. And I'm not sure that that's what you're going to get with Fields. So throw that out there for, reasons that the Bears offense might struggle a little bit. I still don't know that Dobbs is a great passer. And so, he's kind of in the same boat. And the Vikings, they're not going to be able to just pound the rock and run it against the Bears. So that kind of puts me on the under here. Now, again, a little bit of value lost from the open. But, I don't know what there is to it, but the primetime unders have been really, really good, very profitable. And I wouldn't be surprised if you have another primetime game that ends up low scoring and stays under the total. I would say right now, just because I'm not a huge totals guy, I probably like that and the Bears equally. I still just think the Bears catching points here with Fields back and the Vikings coming off sort of another primetime game that they played last week and an emotional type game that went right down to the wire. It feels like the right spot to sort of play against the Vikings, who are maybe getting a little bit overvalued by this current run that they're on with Dobbs under center. So Bears plus 3.5. The under, I believe it's like 44 or 43.5. We'll split them equally here. And I'll give you two bets for this video. Under, Bears. And if you like the free picks, please like and subscribe to our channel and click on the other videos on your screen for more NFL Week 12.